Hello and welcome to Liverpool Report. This is your home for all the latest Liverpool news, match updates, transfer stories, and in-depth analysis. Stay connected and never miss a moment. Subscribe now to stay ahead with everything happening at Anfield. Liverpool's exit from the Champions League has prompted Thierry Henry to claim that Mo Salah is no longer the favourite to win the Ballon d'Or. Henry reckons that Barcelona star Raphinha has become the new front-runner, with his team still in the competition and looking formidable. Barca and Liverpool had contrasting nights in the Champions League last 16 on Tuesday, with the La Liga giants seeing off Benfica 3-1 to book their place in the quarter-finals. Raphinha scored 2 goals and, albeit inadvertently, registered an assist, having also scored in the first leg. With 11 strikes in just 10 games, the former Leeds winger is now this season's top goalscorer in the Champions League. Salah won't be able to catch him, as Liverpool were dumped out by Paris Saint-Germain. The Egyptian king of Anfield missed a number of chances as his side eventually lost in a penalty shootout. Liverpool's elimination has prompted many to reassess their rankings for this year's Ballon d'Or, and although it won't be awarded until October, Arsenal legend Henry firmly believes that Raphinha is the new favourite. Raphinha is ahead for me now. He is ahead because of what he is doing in the Champions League, Henry declared on CBS Sports. He has 11 goals in the Champions League. Mo Salah is a great contender for it, Harry Kane is a contender, and Ousmane Dembele. It depends if you perform in the Champions League, on top of winning your league. Raphinha is on a lot of goals, and with only 1 penalty in all competitions. I'm not saying that Kane and Salah should not be having penalties. Mo Salah is having a season in the Premier League that we will never see again. I am saying that if a guy has virtually the same amount of goals as you guys scored, without penalties, I'm not going to say that is bad. What you did, it is outstanding. But this guy, I have to talk a bit more about him. Raphinha, when people talk about being complete as a striker, you need to know about putting on pressure also and defend and help your fullback. And he has it all. Barcelona manager Hansi Flick is getting the best out of Raphinha, with the Brazil international already contributing to a whopping 42 goals in 41 appearances. His chemistry with teammates Lamine Yamal and Robert Lewandowski has made Flick's men one of the favourites to win the Champions League, and they also sit top of La Liga with 1 game in hand. Trent Alexander-Arnold limped off in Liverpool's Champions League last 16 tie with Paris Saint-Germain just days before the Carabao Cup final. The Reds' right-back appeared to jar a knee when he challenged PSG midfielder Vitinha on the right touchline in the second half. And after receiving treatment from Reds medics, he ended up being replaced by Jarell Quansah in the 73rd minute. The blow will come as a concern to Liverpool boss Arneslot, just 5 days before Sunday's Carabao Cup final against Newcastle United at Wembley. Alexander-Arnold also missed last season's Carabao Cup final when he was part of a raft of injured Reds players who weren't able to face Chelsea. Liverpool trailed 1-0 on the night at the time of the injury, with Ousmane Dembele's 12th minute goal at Anfield cancelling out Harvey-Elliott's late winner for the Reds in the first leg in Paris. Alexander-Arnold, who is out of contract at the end of the season and continues to be strongly linked with a move to Real Madrid, had come into the game under something of a cloud after being filmed in an apparent altercation with teammate Mohamed Salah during a training session on Monday. The incident was played down by Liverpool insiders as simply a case of good-natured ribbing between 2 long-time colleagues. Professional lip reader Jeremiafrimpong analysed the fracas and exclusively told Mirror Football that he believes Alexander-Arnold was seen saying, "I'm not being treated with respect," or "I'm being disrespected," before Harvey-Elliott was seen telling Salah, "Stay away." According to Freeman, Alexander-Arnold then said, "Is that my fault? You should listen to him to Ibrahima Konate," before the centre-half told the Egyptian, "Stop it." Salah then softly kicked Elliott on the bottom before the clip cut away to more training footage. On a night of nerve-shredding tension, Liverpool's luck finally ran out. Paris Saint-Germain had to make history at Anfield to reach the quarter-finals as they broke Liverpool hearts to go through on a penalty shootout. Darwin Núñez was left devastated. He sank to his haunches after missing his spot kick as the whole stadium looked on through their fingers. Curtisjones also missed, as PSG were perfect with their penalties and then celebrated wildly in front of their travelling after a Champions League classic. PSG keeper Gianluigi Donnarumma, Italy's hero of their shootout win over England at the Euros at Wembley in 2021, produced the two magnificent saves to deny Núñez and Jones. It was heartbreaking for Liverpool, but glory for PSG as they were magnificent on the night to beat the odds to leave the home fans stunned. Incredibly, this was the first time in 40 occasions that Liverpool have won the away leg of a European tie and not gone through. That is some record, but is tribute to Liverpool's European pedigree, even if the six-time European champions saw their run end at the last 16 stage this time. And you have to wonder at what cost ahead of Sunday's Carabao Cup final, because by the end, so many players were nursing cramp and weary legs. Liverpool gave everything, and after a remarkable and brilliant season, you do begin to wonder if everything just caught up with them this time. It was 120 minutes of intense, pulsating Champions League drama, in which every Liverpool player gave everything, but it was not quite enough. Furthermore, Trent Alexander-Arnold hobbled off injured, and he must be a major concern ahead of Wembley. Ibrahima Konate also limped off, and must be another worry. PSG levelled the tie on aggregate through Ousmane Dembele's 12th-minute goal, and the French champions were so dangerous in the first half. But, for the second week running, their finishing was wasteful. Liverpool found another gear in the second half as their determination, desire, and will to win made them look like the more likely winners in a topsy-turvy tie. In extra time, PSG were the better side and could have won it, but it went the whole way to the drama of a shootout. PSG scored their penalties through Vitinha, Goncalo Ramos, Dembele, and then Doué converted the winning spot kick. Incredibly, only Mo Salah converted for Liverpool while Núñez and Jones missed. But really, this was a night when it felt as if Liverpool's remarkable season caught up with them. They started brilliantly, and Salah had early chances, but then PSG produced a sensational performance for the second week, and unlike last week, this time they got their just rewards. Nuno Mendes played a brilliant ball out of defence. Dembele fed Bradley Barcola, and his cross caused a horrible mix-up in the Liverpool box. Konate tried to clear. Liverpool keeper Alisson Becker was wrong-footed, and it was on a plate for Dembele for the easiest tap-in he will ever score. Liverpool produced a smash-and-grab win last week through Alisson's heroics and Harvey-Elliott's late winner, but this time their defence was undone by an error. Liverpool were pushing forward, but left gaping holes as PSG were so dangerous on the counter-attack, but Kvicha Kvaratskhelia, Dembele and Barcola could not take their chances. Luis Diaz and Jarell Quansah nearly went close in the second half, but PSG had big chances in extra time. But Lucas Beraldo, Doué and Dembele could not take advantage. It was then left to the drama and heartbreak of penalties to end Liverpool's European dream.